What is up, everybody? It is your friendly neighborhood BJJ podcast, Rafa Sparza, coming to you live on Fight Night. We are here broadcasting at my good friend Michael Frosto's new Ground Jiu Jitsu. So happy you're joining us right now. It is a beautiful day for grappling and for fighting. Our good friend Gabe Green is in the cage right this second. I've got 211 on my counter. I hope that you're watching along. It's going to be a great night. We're going to have some friends joining us, but for right now, I had to hop on. I was not going to miss the Gabe Green fight. And in fact, it looked like they switched the order. It looked like throughout the week, they were putting Donald Cerrone and Jim Miller a little bit earlier in the night. And I said, why would you do that? No offense to Gabe Green. He's the homie. We love him. Much like Jesus. We're homies with him. So this is what's going on. We've got friends again. Ooh, nice shot to the body, Gabe Green. Good work there. Very excited to see this fight happen. Ooh, nice cross there from Ian Gary. Ian Gary does have knockout power, but Gabe Green has been in some monster slugfests that I have seen. And what's great about him is he is pushing the action right now. He is definitely trying to get Ian Gary up against the cage. And you will see this is going to be a good fight. Ian Gary connects twice right there, but Gabe reconnects with a combo of his own. Good kick to the midsection there. I got 117. It is going to be a great day for us. So what we're asking for you guys is, if you're watching from home and you want to be on the broadcast, all we ask is that you send us a nice little message. And if you give us a like and a share, we give you a cheers on air. We give you a toast. We say nice things about you. We're also going to toast the fighters who get finishes within regulation. So there were a few that's already happened this night. We'll catch up on those as the day is going on. But yeah, hey, listen, there's a long night ahead of us, and there are some monster fights. I hope that you guys are packed in, ready to go, because it is going to be a very, very good night. So that's what I got for you going on right now. Gabe, excellent work. And this is the thing, man. We just recently interviewed Gabe Green on the show. The dude is not only one of the biggest beasts, but just a nice human being. We did a tape study, and you can find that over at hi.page/grappling hour. Of course, if you're following us, you already know that. Jesus Christ, that cut on his chest. Like, what the shit did Gabe do to create such a rip on Gary's chest? That shit is hilarious to me. But yes, we're over here, new Ground Jiu Jitsu, Ian Gary connecting, but Gabe doing some excellent movement on the head just to try and keep it away. This is a very close round thus far in. And I will be 100% honest with you. It's going to be hard to be impartial on a fight like this. They go to the end of the first round, so we've got a few seconds here. So let's take care of a few things. All right. First off, hello. Second, I hope you're watching. Third, I hope that you're enjoying this. I'm going to be looking for comments throughout the evening. So if you send us a comment, we plug it into the show. That's how easy things work over on this broadcast. And what you can't see is outside, they actually have like a bounce castle. They've got food vendors. I actually took a break from looking at all those people to come here and talk to you, my friends, the good folks who love fights, to bring this to your attention. But yes, a little bit later in the evening, we're going to be talking and previewing some other folks, bringing on some friends from the gym. I'm very excited to see those people, because a lot of these people are people I train with, I know personally, and their insight for the techniques and the things that we'll be seeing this evening are amongst some of my favorites. So I hope that you guys are in, like I said, for a long night. So how are you feeling? Who won that last round? In your opinion, you can be honest with me, because I will not be honest with you. I'm going to say Gabe Green won that because he's the homie. Although Ian Green, Ian Gary, he was really in that round, so that's hard to say. I'm also able to see what's outside of me right now. So if I get a parking ticket, I'm looking at my car right now. So you'll actually see me on air yell at these people. And you might be asking yourself, hey, Raph, what are you drinking here tonight? And I'll tell you in just a second. But before I do, let's give some shout-outs to some friends who are watching in. Much appreciation to my guy, Freddie. Gabe Ivancole, thank you, brother. I always love seeing you, man. I'm glad that you are watching along with us. Do us a solid. Tell us if everything is coming through just fine on your side. And it says, I like seeing Gabe Green go to the body rather than headhunting. Gabe Green is right in the face of Ian Gary, but Gary is just so technical on the feet. This is true, but it said that Gary takes the first 10-9. Well, don't do another interview with Kevin Aioli if you are Gabe Green. All right, let's do some branding. We're going to talk about what I'm drinking right now as we are looking at the first few seconds of round number 2. Gabe Green continuing to be a beast in the cage with a very, very, very tough opponent. So I'm going to go ahead and brand out what it is that I am drinking. But here we go. In 3, 2, 1. You will hear me say a few words about the one thing that I am drinking. But here we go. We have a quick stop in the action. It looks like Gabe Green's eye has been compromised here for a split second. So we're just making sure the guy is okay. There might have been a poke to the eye. Oh, no! Come on! Thumb to the eye. Not great for Gabe. Vision's going to be a little impaired, I'm sure, but he's looking okay. He is wincing a couple times on it, so that's what I got for you. Let's come back to this way. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are doing a fight companion over at a good friend's New Ground Jiu Jitsu right now, drinking in the official Grappling Hour Cup, and compliments our good friend Milton Arguello. I am looking at a Brewery X Signature Series Volume 2. This thing is treating me excellent. So, Milton, not good at grappling, but quite good at picking beer. So, kudos and congratulations to him as we watch some fights. So, join us. You can find us at Grappling Hour. Don't miss out. We're going to be here all night. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. We're back with you guys. And again, they're going to do a raffle here in a second, so you're going to hear some commotion over on the sides. But of course, you guys are my primary concern. Gary coming in with actually some good movement, but Gabe reverses it, pushes him back up against the cage. You get the feeling that this might be a very close fight, so I'm very excited to see how this one plays out. Gabe has an underhook here, pushing the head in on Ian Gary, and now starting to go to the body. This is going to be a very interesting thing. Gary reverses the position and looks like he might get a trip. Now he's in mount on Gabe. This is not going to be a great position for Green, but if there's one thing I know about Gabe is that he does like to evasively maneuver from this position. There's a body triangle here. He's peppering up Gabe with some shots with that body triangle in, and this is not going to be a great position. Gabe is working to get his way out and reverses the position. Now has the back and maybe looking to take the back on his own. He's got the leg through. He's trying to climb over. There's only 2:27 left to go, but Gabe is now starting to put in just a clinic, but he's near the corner where he can see the time. So I think he knows exactly what he's working with here. He's looking for a trip, and he's not quite getting it just yet. But with 2 minutes left to go, anything can happen. And if you're hearing things in the back, yes, that is my good friend Michael Frosto. He's about to do a raffle for the guys here. So just so you guys know, so you're not confused, that's what we're looking at here tonight. But yeah, that's what you might be picking up just a little bit in the background. Gabe Green doing an excellent job, though. Control, looks to try and pepper in underneath. Ian Gary kind of just waltzes out of the position. Gabe waiting to go to the body, a good knee by Ian Gary, just for a split second. Gary is coming in aggressive. Gabe has to respond very quickly. Gabe was very, very much caught off guard on those. It does look like he's getting a little tired here, so hoping the best for the homie. I want him to kind of recompose himself. I know that was a lot of energy. He was expanding, just trying to control such an evasive human being. But yes, with 120 left to go in this insane past couple of rounds, it's been very fun to watch, so we'll see how it plays out. But yes, we have our first raffle winner. Congratulations to the homie who just hooked up, I can't even see what he won. I want to win this raffle. Oh, so it's envelope. You don't even know what you win until you walk away. That's actually pretty genius. Good job to the people here at New Ground Jiu Jitsu. And in case if you guys are in the Sherman Oaks area, ooh, did look like he caught him here. It does look like Gary is ahead on the strikes. So if they're looking at it, you just don't get the idea from that because Gabe has been pushing ahead all along. But yeah, if you're looking at the ComPu strikes, you are seeing Gary pull ahead on the numbers, whereas Gabe has been the one actually pushing the action. So it's a very interesting tale between, ooh, good kick there by Gary. Gary's been looking incredibly technical, if we are being honest. Oof. And it looks like Gabe really just wants to stand and bang with this dude. There's 10 seconds left to go in round number 2, and Gabe is considering doubling up on his combos here. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of this round plays out. But the power, ooh, connects with that left, and Gary even acknowledges it. Gabe is bleeding a little bit on the face, so we'll see how that plays out. We have our second raffle prize winner who walks up looking over at the envelopes. He picks one. My favorite thing is my buddy Michael Frosto definitely looks like he is in a little bit of a Hawaiian vacation right now. That's how he's dressed. So good on him. talk to us, you guys, if you're enjoying the festivities here. We are going to take this broadcast all the way through prelims. We'll take a quick break, and then we will be back for the main card. But right now, we're going to do, and then once that happens, we're going to come back, do the whole broadcast, have some friends dropping in. I hope that you guys are excited for it, because I know for sure, I'm sure as shit excited for this setup. Look at this. Everybody's very happy on how these things are playing out right now. All right. Round number 3. Nervous? Sure. Concerned? No. But I want to see my buddy Gabe Green pull this one off. 3rd round. You have to feel this one is one that Gabe feels that he has to win. Not only decisively, but a knockout, a submission would be great. And Gabe is the type. He's coming in aggressive. Gary does combo. He does knock him down. Gabe is in trouble, but goes to guard. Gary feels a little bit like he's got something here, but Gabe's working for the sweep. Beautiful work with the under and overhands. And Gary's looking for a guillotine choke here. I think he will be misplaced. He switches it over to almost that anaconda, and he's immediately pressed up against the cage. One of the things that you'll see about Gabe Green is if you knock him down, that dude doesn't just take it lying down. He comes back in aggressively, and he is one of the people that you look at and you say, man, this dude's a beast. So even if he doesn't win this one, you will be impressed by his ability, his durability, and his stature as a grappler. So very excited to see how this round continues to play out. Very excited. Ooh, almost ducks him out. He might have to take the back here. This is going to be good. Now, we saw Gabe struggle with this in that last round. If he can keep this, he hoists him down. He still can't get him down. Gary is keeping excellent balance here. Gabe now trying to take just a little bit. I think the length of Gary makes it very difficult for him to find some kind of way, some kind of entry in. Gabe just almost slips through, wondering if he can slide into a better position here. Gary now returns back front of face. So this has been very, very fun to watch. Gabe Green continuing to push up against the cage. This is a nice knee by Ian Gary, who comes in with a nice combination here. So we're seeing some promotions happen. I'm very excited to see them. I will narrate that as it is happening over on our side as well. But yeah, oh, look at this. I'm gonna screenshot this because our good friend Andreas is putting up some status updates that we did not approve of here on the show, but we will bring it up when he comes on. Andy is, I didn't know he put this up, but I just happened to see this when I was looking at my Instagram. A little bit later, you guys will hear and see what I have to say. Oh, Gary's looking really good right now. I have to admit that. 2:39 left to go. This is one of the toughest fights in Gabe Green's career. Gary's just looking really strong, and again, love my guy. This is a tough level of competition. Not giving up on my buddy, though. I want to see him make sure that he looks good. Hey! We're going to have a great topic of discussion for one of our panelists here tonight who has just received a promotion, and I'm very happy for my buddy. So stay tuned for that. That'll be really fun to talk about a little bit later. But there are 2 more promotions that my guy Michael Frosto is going to take care of tonight. But Gabe Green, he's got 1:55 left to go. Gary looks like he trips a little bit back, but that might be the opportunity that Gabe Green was looking for. Just the way that Gary recomposes himself, it always looks really, really solid. But yeah, very excited to see how the rest of this night plays out. When this fight is concluded, we will hear and see from the man speaking in the very background of this this building right now. Our good friend Michael Frosto is doing promotions. He will join us. Oof. But yeah, I'm very excited for you guys to see the rest of our crew. This has been one of those things where we've been so happy at Chop at the Leg, and again, I wonder if Ian Gary is fighting some things. This is a better tell of the tape because 30, 33, and 31 to 22, 27, and 14. Look at that, Tabitha getting in her blue belt. She's the best. Love to see it. Crowd's so happy to see her get a blue belt here. Just a wonderful person. Always love training with her over at the afternoons. All right. Last 28 seconds here. Rough to see. I mean, it's going to go to those technical strikes versus cage positioning, and I don't know that cage positioning is as important as what it used to be, but just looking at the two, it's going to be hard to see how they play this one out. My assumption is that they might lean more toward Gary just in terms of the output, but Gabe has not just been out of this. He has been trying to fight back and push this actual action, whereas Ian Gary, you know, technical beast that he is, he just wasn't necessarily pushing. He was waiting to counter off of Gabe and did an excellent job off of that. So it's going to be a very interesting decision to see. It very may well go in Gary's favor, but we have so much love for our good friend, Gabe Green. So that's what I got for you guys. But I guess what I'm going to tell you guys is, if you're watching along, do us a solid. Drop us a line in the comment section. Give us a like and a share. You know we always got mad love for you. All right. What else do I have to tell you guys? If you haven't become a member of our show, we ask that you go on to our website. It's very easy to find us. It is at hi.page/grappling hour. It's the easiest thing in the world to find. I know a lot of you guys are always asking, where can I see these interviews? Where can I go? You got to go to hi.page/grappling hour. It's the easiest thing in the world to find. So just in case you want to know again where you can find us, super simple. We'll go ahead and even put some branding here in just a second so that you guys can see it. But if you can't or you haven't been there before, we will walk you through it. All right, we're about to get an announcement on the fight. Just so you guys know, oh, look at that, live, you're seeing it right now. I'm even gonna put it right there. Put it down for you guys just so you can see where you can find us. It's that easy. hi.page/grappling hour. And that's where you can find us on the broadcast. You know, Ian Gary and Gabe Green exchanging some words right now. I think they just have the utmost respect for one another. It was a tough as shit fight, man. It's always fun when you can see our friends get those knockouts and those savage fights, but it is good to see a good fight. So congratulations to Ian Gary, just a beast of a human being. But Gabe Green loses no points off of his stellar fight career. Just a great guy to watch, and just one of my favorite people in the entire world. So I got mad love for him. He will always be a friend here of the show. So just know that's what we are watching in for us here. I hope that you guys are enjoying the broadcast thus far in. If you have questions, comments, concerns, hints, allegations, anything in that scope, you know where you can hit us. We are the easiest people in the world to find. We're here at Grappling Hour, and we will take your comments, your questions, all of that good jazz, because we're very much enjoying what you guys always put down for us. So I'm looking for a different color here. If you see me, just slowly look for a different color palette to put down. You might see it in the backdrop here in just a second. But yeah, that's what we got for you guys. It's been a great day for grappling. It's been a great day for just about fighting in general. Woo. We're definitely going to send a shout out to our friend Gabe Green. That was a great fight, man. You guys really put one on together, and I'm very excited to see you. So coming up right now, we have two people with very similar records. You have Jim Miller, Donald Cerrone, both with 36 wins. If you wonder if you've seen this one before, it's because you have. Donald Cerrone did beat Jim Miller back in the day, but now they're like, you know what? We run out of fights. We've officially ran out of things for you guys to do. So how about you guys fight each other again? If you guys are cool with that, we're cool with that. Here's a different angle that we're looking at right now. That was a balloon popping. That wasn't a gunshot. Just wanted to make sure you guys know. We're not looking to, get anybody shot here on the show. But yes, in a second, we will see our good friend Michael Frosto joining us. So very excited to have my friend joining us in just a few seconds. But, Tell me what you guys are enjoying about the fights, if you would be so kind, because as we do this, we're going to be going throughout the night tonight, talking about a whole bunch of stuff, and I hope that you guys are bringing not just an appetite for violence, but an appetite for what will be a very good fight night, because I got to be honest with you, we are in the process of just seeing the beginning of the night, so we have so many more. We have so many great experiences, and I think that you guys are very much going to appreciate what's going to be coming up here in a little bit for us. So in the meantime, though, chat at us. Likes and shares get shares and cheers here on the show. So that's what I got to tell for you guys. So Miller versus Cerrone. We're going to put up the fight cards just so that you guys can see who is fighting at any given time. We want to make sure that you guys are as informed as possible, because I'll be honest with you, it is hard to keep up with everything that's going on. And I know a lot of people are always like, yo, when's this fight on? And I'm like, I'm not in charge of that. So that's why we always tell you guys, keep attention, pay attention, do all the things as we're going on. So Donald Cerrone making the walk out. I'm going to go ahead and send a text to my good friend Michael Frosto. Damon. You'll see me make a quick little note here. Hey, Damon. Can you grab me Frosto? Frosto. Bring him to me. Michael. Lobes. Mike Frosto, our owner. Thank you. So many people know Michael Frosto by many different names. Some people know him as Lobes. Some people know him as... most people know him as Lobes. That's why it's so funny to me. Whenever I see him, I'm always like, everybody knows who he is. So... very excited to bring on our good friend Michael Frosto, who will be joining us in a few seconds. If you guys have not joined us or shared this, we ask that you do us a solid. Come on through, give us a like and a share. It's as easy as that. And we will be watching along with you guys. We hope that you're ready in for a night of nonsense. And we got a lot of stuff coming in right now. So what I want to go ahead and tell you guys is, yes, our good friend Michael Frosto is about to join us here in a second. He is the owner and operator of New Ground Jiu Jitsu, a beast, one of the hardest training partners that I know to train with. He's just good people, and I'm very excited to bring him on. But yes, let's go ahead and bring on friend of the show, yours and mine, Michael Frosto. Sir.
Hi. What's up, brother?
How are you, sir? How are you doing?
I'm good.
It's very funny because I went to Damon. I said, can you go get Mike? And he's like, who's Mike? And I go, can you go get Frosto? And he goes, who? Oh, Michael Frosto.
Oh, I got you.
So it's very good to see you, sir.
And even on the way over, I started walking over. I was like, hold on, I need a beer. Andy, can you get me a beer?
Oh, did you have him beer you?
Yeah,
oh, that's genius.
He's gonna hook me up.
What he may not know is I'm going to make him get you a better glass so that it's actually frosted.
Oh, there
because
we go.
you were the person who, when we first started bringing the alcohol content with my branded glasses, you were the one to say, are they chilled?
100%.
And I said, ooh, that's how you know you've been a bartender. One more thing.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, that's really nice. Can I get the other glass in the freezer? I'm good for right now, but I need the frosted glass for our good friend here.
Thank you. I have watched 0 fights thus far.
I know. This is my way to make sure you watch a fight, and not just any fight. Why did you put down Miller and Cerrone,
Because those
sir?
are the fights I want to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you scared? Because right now, both of these guys look like they could at any moment be told, you're good. Can you go home now?
Yeah, for sure. No, I enjoyed those fights because, especially, I hate to use it, the veterans, right?
Sure.
When the veterans fight each other, it's kind of off-putting to see a veteran fight a younger guy. It's always like, can they stand up to each other? It's like that back and forth. When it's 2 veterans, it's just a good fight, plain and simple.
Look at this. Look at the frost on this. It's beautiful. Oh.
Arctic. That's the move.
I had to make sure that you were taken care of, sir. I'm not going to have people treat you just like trash on your special day.
We're good.
Okay, I guess the bigger question is, who's winning this?
Cerrone.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to Cerrone. It's at 170. I feel like Miller is big, but he's still small. He looked good at 55.
Okay.
Cerrone was notorious. It had a hard cut for 55.
I
feel like Cerrone's big.
Are you also basing this on their previous fight?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Because my hardest part about rationalizing that is I feel like Donald Cerrone is a different human being now,
sure.
and it scares me every time I see this.
They're both scary.
Yes, but Jim Miller is somebody who, even when he's lost, I go, you look about the same.
Yeah.
Donald Cerrone, when he's lost, has made me go, are you okay, bro? I don't want you to do this anymore because I have such respect for you.
And I feel like as he goes for a finish, he's able to just like...
Hello.
He's like...
You should just come on the show at some point.
Let's go. What?
You should just come on the show, bro.
This is Abel. Abel's on the show.
Yeah, I was about to say, Abel's like a body.
Yeah.
We're going to bring you on for later fights. Yeah, go eat first. We'll take care of you.
I don't know. I feel like unless Miller clips you and knocks you out, he'll usually rock you and then kind of transition to grappling, which I think would favor Cerrone in that case to recover.
You think the grappling favors Cerrone?
Oh, no, I think it favors Miller.
Oh, thank you. I was about to say.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think the fact that if he were able to rock Cerrone and then start going grappling heavy, that gives Cerrone a chance to recover.
It's just, dude, I don't know why, but in the past 7 years, a lot of things can happen. And I've seen other fighters age in 7 years, but I feel like Cerrone is aging in dog years in MMA, and it makes me so sad.
He looks sharp right now.
He does. And what I do notice, though, is if you're Jim Miller, you think this is a huge opportunity for you. You think this is your time to redeem yourself, to get that fight, especially when your opponent falls through, where Cerrone, 2 times in a row, had the reschedule.
Right.
So that to me, woo!
I think it's safe to say, like, as you become more and more of a veteran in the sport, a couple of the things that fade pretty quickly. One is speed. Like, that's just always going to be an issue because of your age. So I feel like when Cerrone can go against somebody that is at his same speed, his timing is a little bit better. It's when people are significantly faster, he gets caught off guard, it's hard for him to come back, he falls a step behind, and that's a wrap. So I feel like he can push just as well. His range is good, his speed looks pretty well matched.
Yeah.
I think he can pull off a good...
The other thing I'm always intrigued by, at least from our side here, I know Jim is over on the East Coast, but Donald Cerrone is almost a little bit of West Coast celebrity because I see him showing up at Casey's 10th Planet all of the time on their open mats, and I just think, like,
Andy
what
Varela,
a beast.
who I'm sure is probably rolling with him consistently. That's
is.
Probably scarier than rolling with Jim Miller.
It might be. It might be, especially when you see how beast-like Andy Varela is with his movement.
Ooh, block that.
He did. And you know what's great is when you mention the elder statesmen, that's how I like to classify those who've been here for a while.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, I don't want to see them fight younger guys. This is what we should be watching.
No, exactly.
Like, this is about the speed of where I go, it's just harder to find those guys because they have the exact same record, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah.
When both of these guys have 36 wins, and you think to yourself, oh, they're just trying to fight each other for the record at this point.
Ooh, nice. That's one thing Cerrone's always been good at that I don't see a lot of people is people step in with either a cross or a jab, that straight knee up the middle.
Okay.
His timing on that body shot, man. And how he's able to hit it and get out of the way throws me off.
It is quite impressive. And so this is the hard part that I hate and love about MMA, which is I feel like in grappling, the older I get, the more knowledge I have and the better experience it's like a takedown with a little bit of a punch assisted there. Nah, he's not got that, bro. Bro, he was looking for the armbar and Jim Miller was like, not happening, my friend. So this is where you said things could favor Jim Miller, at least in the grappling exchanges, right?
I would say yes, generally.
Okay.
But the fact that he's in close guard, not as much.
Okay.
I think it could still favor, but I think at least with Cerrone having control over him and over his hips, Cerrone's good off of his back. Cerrone's good with his hips. I think he can get there pretty quickly if he needed to.
It's a 1 minute 50 that he has to work from here, so things can go many different ways.
Right.
But what I was saying earlier about the difference between like getting older in grappling and getting older in MMA.
Right.
Getting older in grappling, I feel like, oh, I'm getting better. Oh, this is good. I can kind of age into this. MMA is not as forgiving in that respect.
Not at all. But he's doing good. He's controlling the wrists well. That's one thing I've enjoyed about Cerrone, too. He has a very nice transition.
This might be bad for Cerrone.
Oh, he switched
it. Now.
Triangle. Nope. Nice.
He thought about it. He was close, man. That transition was just a few inches away.
Yeah.
And Miller looks a little spent. That was a lot of energy he was putting in, but it's still not 100% out of the woods for Donald Cerrone here. I want to bring this up because you did just do some promotions right now. You mentioned you've been running around. You put together this beautiful event. There's so many great vendors that are happening outside, so many great people who have seen here. What has been the most, what was the thing that was the hardest to put together for this event for your 1 year, sir?
Honestly, there wasn't like one specific thing. It was just making sure everything was organized. Like that is always the hardest part with any event. It's got a nice shoulder trap.
Yep.
Oh.
He loses it, but again, 30 seconds to work here. I think he just wants to prevent Cerrone from passing him at this point.
Nice.
So.
But no, not any one thing in particular. It's always just getting everything organized and, especially doing the promotions, for the adults and for the kids. And the kids in particular, right? Because for the adults, nothing. That was close.
No way. Oh, it's not the end. Look at his face. Nah, bro, you ain't about to do that. That's great.
That was close.
Oh, that's
but
amazing.
I was gonna say, mostly for the kids, the adults, for the kids we're doing stripes.
Yeah.
Even though we're in Ogi school, it's a little bit different, so we're still trying to incorporate stripes. So, it's difficult with kids. We can't really go so much off technique as much because we got 4-year-olds, we got 5-year-olds, So we're chalking it up to, time, classes put in, so on and so forth. So it's more so just making sure that we've had a lot of kids that come in, and sometimes the parents forget to check in.
Yeah.
So we're trying to play catch up in our mind. Like, okay, how many times have they really been here versus what our system says? And then with the adults, it's easy. We got a few just to go over through the belts. Just making sure we had everything like ready to go for that. Doing the raffle. Make sure we had like the gifts. Literally half the gifts we threw together in like the past 10 minutes. I was like, we had like 3 gifts good to go. I was like, cool. We announced like we're doing the raffle in 10 minutes. And then more people started buying like 20 tickets at a time. I'm like, jeez. I'm like, okay. We can't just do 3 gifts. So I went out to one of the vendors. I was like, hey, can I pay you for a wallet? And let me give that away. He's like, cool, grabbed it. And then I had to come up with 2 more things. So I gave away 2 months of free training.
Hey.
And then another $25 gift card to one of the other vendors who has like artwork.
Amazing.
So I was like,
amazing.
Okay, we're good. We're covered.
We'll talk about the vendors in between the next round, but what a great thing to give away. I love the envelopes because not knowing what they won. Yeah. When I was on here, I was like, well, what'd they win? I was going to say what it was, and then I looked at it, I go, I don't know what it is. And you know what? I kind of like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty dope.
Well, and especially for the crazy turn of events where 2 separate people each won 2 prizes of the hundreds of tickets that were in there. I'm like, okay. It's hard for me to not say that it's rigged, but it wasn't.
You know what? That's why you got to pay to play.
Yeah.
You don't know until you buy in. It's your fault if you didn't actually come in and you get jealous 100%. Of those people. I have famously beat Dan Hubler, a fellow gambler and degenerate, at this game and ended up winning a gi. Why do we have micro? Oh, we're live on the air right now. Yeah, me and him. There's a camera right here. There's 2 microphones here. A sound mixer right here.
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah.
Well, we're not on that air. We're on a different air.
We're watching the fights, though. Yeah.
They absolutely can hear you.
Absolutely can. There we go.
Oh no. Oh no, that's not the spot Cerrone wanted to be. Miller has an excellent guillotine. This is bad. This is really bad. He's trying to fight the 2-on-1. I think he is in bad spot, but I think if he can get to his back, this is really bad. Being in this guillotine in the guard is going to be passive. He's tapping right now.
No.
And I got to tell you this. This is honest truth here.
And it was an arm in.
It was an arm in, but think about it like this.
He's one of the few that's really good at arm in guillotines.
Jim Miller, if you get him to that guillotine, he will finish it. But here's the thing. Jim Miller had all of the upside on this fight arrangement. Donald Cerrone was coming in, sure, it was last minute, but he had the ability in MMA where you don't always get to run it back, and was able to make it work for him. This was impressive. I do want to see the setup.
Right in the start.
Yeah.
Boom. That just caught him
off balance. But the trip, just being able, he eats the head kick and then just kind of off balances him too.
Well, they both threw kicks. He landed in the body.
But Cerrone doesn't quite have his balance here.
Yeah, I know.
When he throws it.
Over, and he grabs the far tricep.
Yep.
sits.
comes in.
Interesting. Good.
That's going to be fun to watch. Again, oh my goodness. What a great moment. Oh my goodness. And just the squeeze that he has, it is so impressive.
Man.
And congratulations to Jim Miller. So we have to do a cheers in a second. We'll take care of that. But before that, we were talking about the vendors, and we said in between the next round we would talk about the vendors. So tell me a little bit about the people who are outside who you had. Because once I drove by and I saw there was a bounce castle, I was like, first of all, bad choice. Because the kids will use the bounce castle, but the adults might also use the bounce castle.
Hence the reason why I told the bounce company to come back at 8 p.m. I'm like, that gives us time to get drunk, and then people will go in for sure. No, but for the other vendors, I really, for us celebrating 1 year of, taking a risk on going in on a business, starting our venture and having other people in our gym that also have their own businesses, it only felt right that, they're putting in their time and their money to support us, helping us live our dream, pursue what we love. So I wanted to do the same thing for them. So all the vendors out there train here. There's a couple of them that I've just known for a long time. So one of them is she actually just recently moved here, just started teaching yoga here, Janie. She has her own art studio, so she does artwork for like children's books, different prints, stickers.
I didn't even know that. Looked at her artwork on the children's books. I said, yo, that looks like shit I read when I was a kid. Like, that looked so dope.
And the topics are very relatable. So it's not just for like kids, but even teenagers. Some of it relates to like anxiety and like different things like that. So it's cool the way she chooses her subject matters, but they're all just animals. They're rats, mouses, rabbits, peacocks, whatever. So she does really great work. So she's one of the vendors. Another guy here, Omar, he does leather work. So he does, custom wallets, purses, different things like that.
And you rock some of the wallets. You have a keychain for the keys that are here.
NGJJ into.
That's so cool.
So he made one for us to try out. I bought 4 more and just gave keys to all the instructors. So yeah, it was cool. He does really good work. But same thing. He's also a guy that's kind of like shy to talk about their business. I'm like, I will talk about it all day for you. So just bring your stuff out, set it up. And everybody needs that push. You know what I mean? I told him to bring a canopy.
Hold on. No, we were supposed to get to 50, bro. No, and then you're interrupting Jim Miller's fucking speech. No. Oh, this is going to get real sad real quick.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, let's hear what he has to say. I'm going to turn this up. Donald Cerrone obviously overcome with emotion, and props to Jim Miller for being so courteous to let him speak in his stead right now. So it does look like Donald Cerrone kind of recognizes this is it. This is the time to hang it up at 36, 17, and 2. And you know what, dude? You don't have to do any more. Everything you were doing was just the victory lap. Like, everything about Donald Cerrone's career has been admirable in terms of his fight career, what he's done in the cage. I have had such an appreciation for watching him. This is incredible to watch.
Second most wins in UFC history, 23. Jesus.
No, the kids too.
Yes, rocking the cowboy hats.
Oh, that's so adorable.
Got the spurs on
My
the
favorite
boots.
is this kid on the right. He has no idea that hat is way too big for him, and is like, whatever. All right, I think we're going to circle back to Jim Miller.
He has no idea he's wearing a hat right now.
Okay, I would say this, though. I do think, even though it seems disruptive, I think that Donald Cerrone said, let me do mine so you can get the winner intact.
And end
so
it properly.
I'm kind of trying to rationalize it, because I'm like, why didn't we just do that? I think that Jim Miller's kind of going over his game plan and saying, this is what he was expecting from Donald Cerrone. And he did think, he was like, there was no way that this was going to happen again, which is normal for a number of people.
Yeah. He said we're going to miss him.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, because I think something's happening in Jim Miller's head as well, which is like, oh shit, he's leaving?
Yeah.
No, you can't leave before I leave, dude.
Right,
we're in this dance together. You can't stay here.
How funny would that be if Jim Miller was about to retire and then Cerrone hijacked the retirement and the victory all in one? Damn.
You know, I think that's a power move. I think that's a true alpha power
Here's
move.
another assessment.
What's that?
He threw down the gloves.
Okay.
He threw down the cowboy hat.
Okay.
Is he retiring from cowboy?
If he's
Cowboy life. Is he like, I'm done with riding bulls. I'm done with my ranch. Like he just retired from everything.
So I'll give you some insight into a world that I know well.
Yep.
In pro wrestling, there was a moment when The Undertaker put all of his stuff down. And everybody goes, what does that mean? And he goes, I'm done being The Undertaker. I'm Mark Calloway now. And you go, oh, so you're not just this mythical person in pro wrestling. Now you're a guy. So it could be similar, but I would suspect they're about to go get some selfies and drink a lot of Budweiser. But man, okay. So we're going to have to do two cheers here.
Two cheers.
If not three.
Ooh, Brad Riddell, there we go, okay.
Very excited for this. Okay, first cheers should be to, I'll take the Jim Miller, and I'll give you the Donald Cerrone, because he's retiring, so we have to give him one too.
For sure.
So this cheers goes on out to Jim Miller. Jim, I want to tell you this, man. Congratulations on running that back, and not only running it back, but finishing against a person who is a high-quality grappler as well. Listen, Donald Cerrone, no joke. Getting the retirement fight with him, you didn't know that, but man, what a way to go out. You two are both legends in the sport. Getting to watch that was an honor. Getting to watch it with a friend is an even bigger honor. So cheers to you, and guess what? I wish I could do an arm-in guillotine like you do. So congrats to you, brother.
One more additional cheers.
All right, man. This one's for you. Take the Cerrone one, sir.
I'm happy to see him training at Vegas, and I can only hope now that when I make my trips out to Vegas to train with Casey Alstead, that I will run into Cerrone and train with him, and tell him my spiel that I think he hijacked Jim Miller's retirement, and that he was actually he was about to retire, and then you just took it. No, but all serious, I'm hoping I run into him. I would love to roll with them. I would love to train with them. It's good to see him in Vegas. Everybody's in Vegas.
Absolutely.
Like that's just the spot to be in. So I'm glad that that's my coach and that's my home out there too. So
and Donald, let's say this to you right now.
Yeah.
We will welcome you with open arms and grappling, because I've seen what you've done on Submission Underground.
Yeah.
You and RDA. That was so good.
Money.
We would take you in a heartbeat. So the minute you want to come back, even if it's combat jiu-jitsu, don't fight Craig Jones. He sucks. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
We've got so many people that we could see you in grappling take on. So props to you, Donald Cerrone. Mad love for you, man. Congratulations, and thank you for everything, brother.
Cheers. Thank you, Raphael.
All right, sir.
I'm going to go check in on my people.
Go take care of your stuff.
Appreciate you.
We'll see you back in a few more for a fight later to be determined, but
Done.
Go take care of business,
Appreciate
sir.
you, brother.
Appreciate you, my friend. That was Michael Frosto. We just finished with Miller and Cerrone. Man, what an incredible fight. When you think about the perspective of what that fight meant and why it happened, it becomes even more prevalent. So, man, you always know the possibility of retirement was there for Donald Cerrone, but having to watch it happen live on broadcast television, it is tougher. I will admit that. But we obviously have respect for his career and what he has done, and I don't suspect we will have really seen the last of him, maybe in the cage fighting, but the dude is definitely a welcome presence in the world of MMA and hopefully jiu-jitsu. So that's what I got coming up for you guys. All right, so I'm going to make a couple calls here. We're going to need to go ahead and bring on Julian and Israel in a second. So give me one moment. We're going to go ahead and grab those folks. But while you guys are checking out this stuff, I want to make sure that you guys are doing well. All we ask, give us a like and a share on the broadcast right now. It is super easy. You can find us at Grappling Hour. We love when you see you guys. And we're just doing this. Rydell versus Turner. And Jalen Turner, also a beast in himself. One half of the best fight I have ever seen live. So I'm going to take a moment to go ahead and grab our friends. Give me 1 second here, friend. All right. And get Israel. Yep, and Israel's down there, so he'll know. All right, before we go to this next thing, let me go ahead and introduce one of our next guests here for a second here. Very excited to bring this young gentleman on because he is actually one of my favorite people to train with. This dude's a monster. Good jiu-jitsu. Just a beast. And one of the best things about getting to roll with him on a regular basis is this guy definitely do not sleep on his jiu-jitsu. He's gotten so much better in such a short amount of time, but we're bringing him on first. So first, coming to the stage right now, coming to the microphone at the second position right now, we are bringing the El Champagne Poppy himself. Please welcome to the show, one, Julian Favela. Julian, come on in. Come on over, Julian. Appreciate you, brother. All right, you are sitting right over here, sir. That's on you. And the second individual that we're bringing over. Now, this is how you can tell. Sometimes when I have to make the copy, and I have the kids, I say, tell me what you want me to say about you. Israel's interesting description bears witness to a lot of silliness, but here's what I have to say to you guys. It says, welcome the original style bender, Israel Garcia. Israel, come on over. You can take that seat over there if you'd like, sir. And we're just going to scoot down.
The audacity, sir.
The audacity. So hold on. I'm going to put these microphones live. He said the audacity. Why did you say that you're the original style bender, sir? Because what? You created that name? Okay, tell me a little bit about why you created that name.
Style bender. I was watching Aang way before Israel.
So you said that you were there before him?
Yeah.
Okay, why were you there before him?
Why was I there?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I watched the show before anybody else.
Oh, so you're one of the original
Aang,
adapters.
yeah.
Okay. James, do you both have drinks?
No, I don't have anything.
Are you drinking tonight?
Yes.
If you're drinking, we're drinking.
I am drinking. I'm going to ask our friend over here to grab us beers. So just so you guys know, this is how the show works. If somebody gets a submission or a knockout, we give them a toast on it.
Perfect.
So that's why I'm like, ooh, let's take care of that before the fight starts.
That's good, yeah.
Why did you guys pick this one? Julian, why did you pick this fight? And how about the mic?
Personally, I think this is a sleeper fight. I think Brad Riddell is a really well-rounded fighter, very under the radar. I also think that Jalen Turner is extremely under the radar. He has crazy knockout power, and this whole thing is just like one of those things where you have a shorter range fighter up close, likes to stay in the pocket, and we have Jalen Turner that's very rangy, and so it's just one of those polar opposites,
Absolutely. So when I ask you this, how many fights do you say that you watch? You told me off air that you live for Saturdays. Why is that?
Yeah, so I work Monday through Friday. A lot of times I work 10 to 12 hours a day. Normally it's 10. Sometimes it goes to 12, at least once or twice a week. And then when I get home, at least 3 to 4 times out of the week, I go to come to New Ground Jiu Jitsu to train. Either before or after that, I'll play with my kid, hang out with my girlfriend, so on and so forth with my family. So I do my best to try to keep that balance. So Saturdays for me is that's my passion, just to watch fights. I love it, man.
Well, I'm glad to have you here because when you told me that, I was like, you know what, bro? I feel that. I totally am of that kind of mind set as well. But what I want to make sure is we make the most of your time because I want to make sure that we're enjoying things. Because guess what? When we all grind and do those 12-hour days, those 60-hour weeks, this is where we have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So getting you guys to talk shop with me is fun to me, but I want to make sure we're enjoying ourselves. So first things first, did we end up getting somebody to go get us beer? What just happened?
No,
we did not. Okay, we did not put.
I can go do that. I have no problem doing that.
No, because the fight's starting right now, so I'm not going to make you do it. The only thing I need to make you guys do is scoot down so everybody can be in frame on the shot. So there we go. Okay. And make sure, Israel, bring that microphone back in. Okay, so do me a solid. Israel, if you can get Damon, he's taking a selfie right now, and I don't want to interrupt that, and ask Damon to go in the do not touch bin to grab those beers because those belong to me. That would be great. All right, come back over this way. I'll take it. Can you give me a solid?
What? I think it might have killed him.
3 of them except for 7. Okay. Except for the ones that are marked 7. All right, here we go. What's that? Your mic is on now. Go for it.
Okay. What I wanted to reiterate with what Julian is saying is, not only is Brad really underrated, but he is a captain of the city kickboxing team. People forget that over Volkanovski, over Israel, over Black Panther, I think what's his name, and Carlos Ober, who just won a really good fight night last week. But I think Jalen might have the upper hand here because of his reach.
Wait, you're going Jalen now?
I'll tell you why. I choose Jalen, and I love Brad, but I saw a lot of holes in his game against Rafael Fiziev.
Oh, shit.
Who also juices with Peter Yan, by the way.
Hold on, did you say juices?
Yes. Watch the Joe Rogan Experience with Bobby Green.
Bro, you can't just throw accusations on my show. Are you saying yes?
No, I'm saying yeah. You can't just.
Hey, I didn't say it.
I thought
Bobby Green's coach
so too. Now I feel it's a safe space.
has evidence. But they don't test in Thailand. Those guys are on everything.
Listen, if we're going to talk about people taking questionable steroids, I'm going to talk about him. But I'm not going to get into that.
But
okay?
I love Brad, and I love his style. I love his very, he's very front foot heavy.
I got you on that side, but I got to ask before we even start, who do you have, sir?
My heart says Brad Riddell.
Me too.
My mind is telling me Jalen Turner.
Your mind is telling you, your heart and your mind, do they not talk to each other?
They do not. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Let's go.
All right, here we go, gents. So there's going to be a slight amount of narration, but I'm going to ask you your feelings as we go along. Look at this man, taking care of us all.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Damon is going to be on the show a little bit later, taking care of us. Can I grab that from you, sir? All right, here we go.
I think whoever controls the center of the octagon will probably win this fight.
All right, so you were both talking about the idea.
Yeah, so right off the bat, that
There you
range
go.
is there.
Yeah.
The range is there for Jalen.
Let me just tell you guys something real quick that you may not both know. Jalen has seen.
Hold on, guys. I
saw
think the fight's
Jalen
almost
in the
over.
best MMA fight I have ever seen live against my good friend Rich Leroy. Rich got the best of him, but
He's up! Cheers.
Okay, hold up.
Okay.
Everybody grab your beers.
I guess we called it right.
We're gonna hold on. So let me explain to you how this works. So what we do on the show, if somebody gets a finish, we do a toast to them.
Right.
Okay? So between the two of you guys, you need to figure out who's doing the toast to Jalen Turner. So I don't know how you're gonna figure it out. Gents?
He outranks me, so let him do it.
Wait. Hold on. I realized something. He does technically outrank you, but something happened tonight. What happened tonight, brother?
Mike felt it in his heart and his spirit to reward me my blue belt today. So we're very excited. We're very proud as a team, because that's what we are. That we got this accomplishment.
I want to bring this up. Look at this. First of all, this is not yours. I thought I had a photo of you. This is actually Andy selling mentions on my show.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
I thought I actually had a photo of you getting your blue
I
belt.
expect nothing less from Andres.
We'll get to Andy a little bit later tonight, but that's not what we're talking about. First of all, what does it feel like to be a newly crowned blue belt, sir?
It just makes me feel like I have to work even harder. Now that I'm not just a white belt who's just learning. I mean, we're always learning. I just feel like, I just have to step it up even more.
So let me tell you something. Okay, you talked about earlier there being kind of a captain of the kickboxing team
Right.
down in the other region of New Zealand.
Oceania, yeah.
Who do you feel is the captain? Because obviously, Frosto's boss man.
Yeah.
But who's the captain of jiu-jitsu here?
That's a hard one. I
That's
don't
a
know.
hard one. Yeah, definitely.
I would say it's anywhere between Frankie, Andres, and Wong.
Okay. Those are fair generals, but all
But
of them
the general
show out.
obviously is Julian, so
Oh shit!
No debate.
What a,
Frankie for sure, in my opinion.
You think it's Frankie? Okay, what is your rationale for Frankie?
A captain has to have everything in terms of leadership skills. They have to be understanding, empathetic, and also be strong-willed as well. And that man embodies all of that. And also be kind enough to be, tell you something that you need to hear without breaking your heart. That's him.
Frankie is the person who definitely likes to do that, but Frankie's also the person who sends me DMs and is like, why are you ducking me? And I was like, I think it's well established I've never ducked around in my life. And it's never going to come from you, Frankie. Let's just be honest. So,
I want to ask you that.
Go for it.
Have you ever felt like you've never ducked an actual round? Like, has that ever lingered in your mind where you're like, maybe not with this guy? I don't know. It's just purely that.
I think, and you kind of know this about me, I'm pretty game to go with whoever, but I have over the years, I famously wrote an article for Jits magazine that was like, never turn down a roll. And I was a blue belt when I wrote that. And I still believe it. But like, there are times when I go, I'm not going to roll with you right now. Because I look at those people and I go, you don't deserve this roll because you're being a goon.
Okay.
Or you're being an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't mind a hard roll. Like, you're becoming a harder roll as you progress. I don't run from that. Like, I think some people who are cowardly see somebody like you progress and go, he's getting too good. I'm not going to take this roll.
Yeah.
Like, when you come by me, I go, if you've got something, do it. If you've got a good calf slicer, do it.
Yeah.
Don't hold back. But if we're going easy, let's go easy. If we're doing it like a drill, let's do a drill. But if you want a hard roll, we'll go hard. And I always mash people well. But I really don't think I've ducked anybody because I've gotten my ass kicked a number of times and I have no problems with that. But if I really want to turn it on anybody, I feel confident that I can hold my own.
I felt it.
It's but you have felt it in modulation.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't go out of my way to say I'm gonna fuck up to him.
Yeah.
I go out of my way to say, like, you know what? He's getting more competitive. I have to be better for him. And I feel a great sense of responsibility as an elder statesman. So whenever I show up, I'm like, how can I help you get better in a way that helps us both, but that doesn't hurt either of us?
Yeah.
Because I have a perfect record of never hurting anybody.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this for 10 years plus, and I don't have any intentions of ever hurting anybody.
That's dope.
But I don't think I've ever ducked anybody. You could ask people around. They might tell you different, but I don't think so.
That's dope. That's hella dope.
Yeah. Let's do this, gents. We have 2 cheers to do. So he said that you have to do the cheers to Julian Turner. All right, so here are the ground rules. The cheers need to be about 30 seconds. Now, granted, that's probably longer than the fight, but I need you to point out why you have respect for what he did, what you were impressed by, and just any kind of message. So you're doing it to that camera right there, brother.
Okay, so
here we go. Everybody, lift a glass or your beers.
Respect to Jalen Turner. He came with killing intentions right off the bat. He always does. I'm not surprised out of that. Really good calculation on that straight right hand that he landed. Jumped on the guillotine. Slightly adjusted in between that and just finished it. Stayed home. Stayed till he got there and got the tap, man. Respect. Cheers.
Yo, cheers to you indeed. Julian Turner, one of the best fights I've ever seen live. You and Rich, love you guys. Cheers. Here's why I'm glad you did that well. Sometimes they see this. And I have no clue sometimes when they do and sometimes when they don't. We tag them, we let it happen, or some of our friends go, did you see this? And I get a note back and I go, I'm sorry, who saw this?
Yeah.
So that was cheers number 1.
Fucking dope.
Cheers number 2 to you, sir. Everybody raise a glass. Hey, here's what I have to say. The best thing you said to me right now when I asked you about what did it feel like to get your blue belt is you feel more responsibility. You should, and I'll tell you why. Because when you become a blue belt, you're representing this gym. And this gym loves you enough to give you that acknowledgement. So don't feel the pressure that you can't do it. Just know that every time you rep it with the knowledge and the appreciation of Michael Frosto, who is an amazing jiu-jitsu practitioner in himself. And if he sees it for you, we see it as well. So we're very happy for you. Welcome to the Blue Belt Club, sir.
Cheers.
Well deserved. Having said that, I'm gonna heel hook the shit out of you now. Because before I couldn't do that shit. You know what happens here? When I see you guys, I'm like, there are only certain moves I allow myself to do to you guys. But when you guys go up the level, when I see him trying to calf slice me, I'm like, oh, you choose violence now.
Failed miserably, let's be honest.
Hey, you know what though? Your technique gets better. And if you're gym elder statesmen aren't pushing you to be better, they're not doing their job.
Yeah.
So that same pressure you feel is the same pressure we feel as the older guys, where we go, hey, we gotta send the elevator back the fuck down.
Yeah.
They gotta get better. And everybody in the gym, their responsibility should always be making sure we always adhere to the gym rules. And I've never felt like either of you have ever been those guys who I'm like, I'm embarrassed to say they train here. Like, you guys exude what the gym is, and I'm very happy that you guys are members of it. So to see you get that, you know, Frosto and I, we talked very briefly. He was like, yo, I'm promoting a couple folks. And I was like, who? And he told me, I was like, yeah, I'm with that too, bro. Like, we're in a good space. So I think that it's going to be in a very solid space for everybody to do their stuff. So I'm very excited for you, gents.
Thank you, sir.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a slight break from you guys. I'm going to let you guys go mingle, get some food in you, and then both of you, I believe.
Yeah, I think I'm back for the Israel fight.
You're back for the Izzy fight. Damn, how'd you get that one, dude?
They left it open. I was like, dude, I actually wanted Sean Strickland and Pereira because I think whoever wins that should fight Israel next or Jared.
So Pedro Munoz, Sean O'Malley next. Come on, son.
No, that's a
Come on, son.
What do you got on that?
Wait,
Who
who
do you
has
got on
that? Are you on it?
Pedro.
You got
Pedro!
Pedro.
Oh, shit.
Wait. Do you not think Pedro's going to
I
pull
think
that off?
Pedro is an incredible fighter. I think the guys he's fought deserve to be in that title contention.
Okay.
But I think Sugar Sean is just in such a mind state that no one can defeat him.
You're talking about, hold on. Your argument is Sugar Sean is a vibe.
Yeah, definitely. A UFC vibe. He's a superstar in the making. I mean, he got a free Lamborghini from the Nelk boy, so, I mean, he's got to be doing something, right?
Wow.
Right?
You know what was great? You almost had me back on the argument train until you're like, well, the Nelk boys thinks he's good.
Steve,
I'm
if you're
like,
watching this, I love you, bro. I'll come out and hang out with you. Just to let you know.
I guarantee you, I'm not their brand. They have nothing to do with me.
Imagine they watch it.
Bro, they have no consideration to me
No.
because the nice part about them is, fuck them, dude. But for you to put it out there like that, however, you were just putting on the train of saying, let's go Pedro Munoz. Why?
Pedro Munoz, I just think he's a tougher fighter. He has like a really tough chin. I'm not saying, look, listen, he's gonna rely on his chin, but the dude is fucking tough, man. He stood in there with Aldo. I personally don't think Sean O'Malley stands with Aldo in there,
Oh,
man.
shit.
So with that being said, I think Pedro eventually outworks him, roughs him up, and takes him out.
Okay, we have to address this because I just got this in. This is from Schlong Johnson, and he said, whoever watches the Nelk Boys should not be allowed back
What did he
on.
say?
I agree.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Johnson. But I'm still gonna be on later tonight.
Unfortunately,
you're gonna hear
he
my
is.
commentary, and you're gonna appreciate it. And I still love you.
So, okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. Pedro Munoz, SoCal, taught here for a while, for about a week.
Right.
After I took his class, I had the best guillotine I've ever had. And then I lost it. So I remember going up to him and being like, I want to thank you for giving me a great guillotine for a week after I took your class. And then I didn't remember how to do it. So right from there, I was like, when I saw his guillotine, if he gets Sean O'Malley in a guillotine tonight, that boy's not getting out.
It's a wrap.
I will say that to you right now.
Yeah, I love Pedro.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to call this a break. We're going to take a little bit of a breather. We will be back for the actual main card with the new broadcast. But I want to thank Israel, the original style vendor. I want to thank Julian for stopping by. These are two of my favorite people to train with when I'm here at New Ground. It's always good stuff, so don't go anywhere. Grab a beer, come back for us, cheers along with the good folks that are going to be fighting in a few. We'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. Peace.